So I'm here at Long Plain Hut Campground, and this is actually Long Plain Homestead. So we'll go in and yeah, see what it's like. I haven't been in there yet. Have a quick look. Wow. There's a light switch. So grazing started as early as the 1830s. Wow, it's ridiculous. She's old. Guys, that was Perkins Flat Campground. I didn't really stay too long. Nice little spot right on the river. Just had a quick lunch, as you saw. But there's some really black clouds coming over now. The drive in here was already quite wet and quite slippery on some of the sort of declines that I was going down, and it'd be a lot of pain, I think, if I was to get, you know, 5 mil of rain now and then try and go back up there by myself. So I'm just going to shoot back off. I'm going to go back up to Broken Cart, loop up to Boundary Road, and then come back down around to Brindabella. So a lot more driving, probably another 2 or 3 hours, and it's already 12:30. So yeah, I'll probably won't film too much more till I get down into Brindabella, because it's all sort of just That's Long Plain Road that I'm on now, then Broken Cart, which I've already filmed. So Perkins Flat though is the last campground on Long Plain Road, and it's actually really frustrating because that hill there is the Brindabella Ranges where I want to get to tonight, but there's a lock gate, so you've got to go all the way back out Broken Cart, Boundary Road, and then back down the Brindabella Road into Brindabella. So yeah, see how we go. Hopefully this rain holds off. So we've just arrived at the entry to the Flea Creek campground in the Brindabella National Park. So it's actually 4-wheel drive only, and on the Gaia maps that I use it says Flea Creek 4-wheel drive access track. So could be a bit of fun because I just had a bit of service. I checked the weather. There's a high chance of rain, so we'll head on down. I'm going to camp down here tonight, like it's 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Took a little while to come out and around, so we'll see how we go. So I just ran into a bloke that just come up and out. He said it's actually, the track's pretty good, so he said since the fires they've kept it pretty well maintained. He just said it's really quite steep, so just second gear, low range, we're just going to crawl down. Wow, look at that view. We're making our way down this really quite steep Flea Creek trail, and something I just thought of that's a bit of good advice. A lot of people watching will probably already know it, but if you're out by yourself, have your radio on scan. Now I run 2 radios. I've got a GME handheld, and when I'm with a small group, 1 or 2 people, I'll always have my handheld on scan, because I've actually been able to identify that there's a couple of cars on their way back up. Now, it's really quite steep. We've gone from 1,250 meters and we're halfway, and we're about 720 at the moment. So we've dropped off quite quick. Now, the handy part of that is you can find somewhere safe to pull over. Even if you're waiting 3 or 4 minutes for them, it doesn't really matter, rather than getting them on a steep hairpin bend that you know no one can go anywhere. It's too risky to back up. They can't back down. So good little tip, keep your radio on scan. So the whole time I've been away the last 4 days, my radio's just constantly on scan. You're picking up people around the area. You're able to sort of communicate with them if you need to, let them know, you know, you're coming down and that sort of stuff. So just a little tip, if you don't do it, it's a bloody good idea. Well guys, that's going to be me for the night down here at Flea Creek Campground. I'm just going to cook some bacon and eggs tonight. Have a bit of an early one. I'm going to try and get up and go pretty early in the morning. Try and get out of here by about 8. The way I want to go back out is a different track and I've got no idea what it's like, so try and give myself as much time in the day as I can before I've got to be home. So yeah, I might film a little bit of dinner, but if not, I'll see you in the morning.
Another day. Another reminder that I've left my aqua shoes at home. Ow. At least it's not as cold as it was down at Long Plain. It's always nice. McIntyre's hut. Wow.
Well guys, that was Lowell's Flat Campground and McIntyre's Hut Campground, and both pretty good spots. I'd come back and camp at them both, probably more so the Lowell's Flat. The river's a lot more accessible and there's some good spots right on the river, which was beautiful. But that's going to be the end of the video. So this is the Brindabella Ranges. There's so much more to check out around the area, but it's lunchtime now, about 12:30, so I've got to start heading home. So I will be back, but thanks for watching. Cheers.